Welcome to the Elixir of Productivity Podcast, Episode 4. In this episode, I am going to be sharing with you on the topic, discipline versus motivation, the truth about success. Have you ever felt unstoppable one day, fueled by motivation, only to completely crash the next? One morning you're up early, energized, ready to conquer your to-do list, and then the very next day you can't even get out of bed. If this sounds familiar, you've experienced the trap that most people fall into, relying on motivation. Today, I'm going to show you why motivation is overrated, why discipline is the true foundation of success, and how you can build discipline into your life so you succeed no matter how you feel. Welcome to today's deep dive, discipline versus motivation, the truth about success. Motivation feels incredible. It's like a spark. It gives you energy. It makes you feel like anything is possible. But here's the problem. Motivation is temporary. It's like an emotional sugar rush. It spikes, it excites you, and then it disappears. The truth is, motivation is not designed to last. It's a state of emotion, not a strategy for consistency. Think about the last time you set a New Year's resolution. The first week felt amazing. You had energy. You went to the gym, you ate clean, you woke up early. But then reality hit. Stress, fatigue, unexpected problems. And slowly, motivation disappeared. Most people quit not because they lack desire, but because they lack discipline. And that's the difference between wishing and winning. Discipline, on the other hand, is different. Discipline doesn't care about how you feel in the moment. It's not about excitement, it's about execution. Discipline is showing up when you're tired. Discipline is choosing the long-term reward over the short-term comfort. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your reality. And here's the hard truth. Every single person you admire, whether it's athletes, entrepreneurs, creators, or leaders, they don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. The people at the top aren't always more talented, they're not always smarter, but they're almost always more disciplined. Let's break it down even further. Motivation is about feelings. Discipline is about commitment. Motivation asks, do I feel like it right now? Discipline says, it doesn't matter how I feel, I do it anyway. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is logical. Motivation fades when life gets hard. Discipline endures even in chaos. If you want to build something great, if you want to achieve something meaningful, you cannot rely on fleeting emotions. You must train yourself to build discipline. But how do you actually build discipline? Because it's not something you're born with. It's not a natural gift. Discipline is a skill, and like every skill, it can be trained. Let's go step by step. Step 1. Start small. Most people fail at discipline because they try to do too much too fast. They attempt massive changes overnight and burn out. Real discipline is built through small, consistent actions. If you want to wake up earlier, don't suddenly try to wake up at 4 a.m. if you've been sleeping in until 9. Start with 15 minutes earlier. Build momentum slowly. Discipline is a muscle. You train it over time. Step 2. Create non-negotiables. These are rules you follow no matter what. For example, you might decide, no matter what, I write for 10 minutes every morning. Or, no matter what, I walk for 20 minutes daily. These non-negotiables become anchors for your life. Even when everything else is chaotic, these rules give you stability. Over time, they hardwire your brain to act without debate. Step 3. Remove choice from the equation. One of the biggest killers of discipline is decision fatigue. Every time you ask yourself, should I do this? Should I not do this? You waste willpower. People who appear highly disciplined often don't have more willpower. They have fewer choices. They automate their lives. They prepare meals in advance. They lay out their clothes the night before. They stick to routines so they don't waste energy on small decisions. This frees their discipline for what really matters. Step 4. Redefine how you see discomfort. Most people run from discomfort. They associate it with pain. But successful people see discomfort as growth. When you feel resistance, when it's hard, when it's uncomfortable, that's your signal you're growing stronger. Discipline thrives in discomfort. If you only act when it feels good, you'll never reach your potential. But if you act even when it feels hard, you separate yourself from the majority. Step 5. Track your progress. What gets measured gets managed. Discipline grows when you can see the results of your effort. Use a calendar, a habit tracker, or a simple checklist. Check off the days you showed up. That streak becomes addictive. The more you see yourself winning, the harder it becomes to break the chain. This builds momentum, and momentum fuels discipline. Now, let's compare outcomes. Motivation-driven people achieve bursts of progress, but they burn out quickly. Their lives look like peaks and valleys. One week they're unstoppable, the next week they vanish. Discipline-driven people, on the other hand, achieve slow, steady, unstoppable progress. Their growth compounds over time. They may not always look flashy, but years later, they're the ones who've built something unshakable. And here's another truth. Discipline creates motivation. It's not the other way around. People think they need motivation to start. But the reality is, once you act, once you build momentum, that action generates motivation. The more disciplined you are, the more motivated you feel. Motivation comes after you act, not before. This is one of the biggest mindset shifts you can make. Let's look at a practical example. Imagine two people trying to write a book. The first relies on motivation. They write when they feel inspired. Some days they write for hours, other days nothing at all. Months pass, and they're still stuck in the first few chapters. The second person relies on discipline. They write 500 words every morning at 7 a.m., no matter what. They don't wait for inspiration. After a year, they have a full manuscript. Which person succeeds? The one with discipline every single time. So here's the truth about success. It's not about who feels the most motivated. It's about who is the most disciplined. Motivation may get you started, but discipline is what keeps you going. Motivation is optional. Discipline is essential. Now, let me leave you with a challenge. For the next 30 days, don't rely on motivation. Instead, build discipline. Choose one non-negotiable habit. Something small, something doable. Commit to it every single day for 30 days, no matter what. Don't think about how you feel. Don't negotiate with yourself. Just do it. After 30 days, you'll notice something incredible. You'll stop needing motivation because you'll have built the muscle of discipline. And that muscle will serve you for the rest of your life. Discipline versus motivation. The truth about success is this. Motivation might inspire you, but discipline will transform you. The people who win long-term are not those who wait to feel ready. They're the ones who act regardless of how they feel. So stop waiting. Start building. Your future self is counting on the discipline you build today.